The nail-biting battle for the Zulu Kingdom saw the highest voter turnout in a general election. Over 3.5 million votes were cast in the province, with a voter turnout of 61%. The Umkhonto weSizwe party surprised many by dethroning the ANC for the first time since the party took control in 2009. The IFP remains the official opposition in the province with 18.1%. The former governing party, the ANC, follows in third spot with 17%. The ANC in the province has admitted to underestimating the impact of its former president's 6-month-old party. The MK secured 37 seats in the KwaZulu-Natal legislature, but needs 5 more seats from a coalition deal to be in control. Political analyst Professor Umkhonto says the smaller parties could emerge as the kingmaker.
2 possibilities. One is that you could have a grand alliance where the MK could negotiate with the IFP, which came second in KwaZulu-Natal. But then in a worst case scenario, you could have the smaller parties, what we call minority coalitions, where the smaller parties would come together and then constitute government and then push the MK to the opposition benches. The same could happen at a national level. But if, for example, the ANC and the DA could come together and maybe get one more other party from the multi-party charter members, then obviously they will be having an upper hand. So at the moment, anything is possible, because whatever trade-offs that happen in KwaZulu-Natal will also have a direct impact on what happens at a national level.
With coalition talks behind closed doors for the next coming days, party leaders must now negotiate possible working arrangements. Umkhonto says policies embedded within the framework of political parties will be the deciding factor.
If we were to take the MK party, for example, and take the EFF, they are most likely to find each other quicker compared to other parties, more especially on the land issue, and then also on the other economic policies, your triple PE, your affirmative action. They seem to be singing in one song or in one tune. Whereas if you were to bring the DA into the equation, they are totally against that, including the NHI and a couple of other policy positions. More so also with the foreign policy agenda as it pertains to Palestine and Israel. The MK party, the EFF and then the ANC seem to be in one corner, and then the DA on the other hand, it seems to be pro-Israel. So that is one issue then that they will have to consider.
Umkhonto says the implications of any coalition pact will influence the next local government elections, with the electorate being more cautious with their vote.
The coalition agreements that will be reached now will have a direct impact on the 2026 local government election, simply because I am a voter, I vote for you, you take my vote and then you give it to somebody else. And that is not going to sit down well with the electorate. So basically some parties will be punished in 2026 if, for example, you find that there is a party that you didn't want at all. And then suddenly you see that the party that you voted for is now going in bed with that particular party. You will then say, it means they don't need my vote because I left that party for one reason or the other, and now we are taking my vote back to where I didn't want to go.
The parties have just 2 weeks to decide who will govern the province. For SABC News, I'm Jade Paulse in Durban.